Oh shit! Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope everyone's having a great day, because I am somewhat, kind of, sort not really. I'm having a rough day. Today is one of those little depressed days, but I'm gonna get through it. I literally basically slept my day away. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's mostly what most people do these days because we're stuck in the house, or I am stuck in the house mostly, with my family. 24/7. And my crazy dog. Ugh. My crazy dog. Yeah, I know. I don't know, but put you down. Alright. I'm chilling. I could. Hold on! Come here, Jack. Come here. Come here. Ooh. Get off to them. Alright. So, what am I going to talk about today? I don't know. I guess I can talk about me, get to know me a little bit. A friend of mine thought I should do a story time about the time she was rude enough to not order me a lift. I didn't have a job at the time, but whatever. Listen, on my channel, I keep shit real, so whatever. And but I'll definitely do that story time today. What the hell? Why not? So, about 2 years ago, I met this woman named Jessica, who is also on YouTube. Definitely check her out. And where can I even start? Because her life is just tragic in itself. It's more so funny now, but So I remember she used to live with her sister, and I, I had just moved out here from up North Jersey to South Jersey, and I got a job, and I met her, and she was sweet once she got past the crazy. I'm gonna let that marinate on you, just. So we started hanging out, and obviously this woman, she's still the same. She don't like people. She don't like kids. She doesn't really like outside. So so we hung out a lot at her sister's house a lot, and we just watched movies. We talked. We laughed. We joked around. We basically just we were like an old married couple, but I happened to be gay. And then, so anyway, so as our friendship kind of grew extremely fast, because we were basically the same person. We both had tragic lives, you know. Most now, if anyone ever watched this video family wise, or my mother or my brother, yeah, I said it, tragedy. You'd be surprised, But anyway, we're not talking about tragedy today, but we're talking about a funny moment. Basically, I mean, one time, please be quiet. You know that's mommy. Or your grandmother, I should put it. Basically, I ended up going to my friend's house, and it was snowy that day. It had snowed, I want to say, maybe 3 days prior, I think it was at the time. And I decided, hey, why not walk 40 minutes to this woman's house, to her sister's house, I should put it, and then obviously stay for maybe about maybe 2 hours, and then walk 40 minutes back. You know. So I did that, and there's two different stories to this particular incident. And the first story I'm gonna say was I ended up walking in the cold, and there's a lot of snow, and I'm basically I'm basically cold, and I'm sweating and all in one. I'm in my head thinking how the hell did I get this lucky to meet a friend who happens to live 40 minutes away from me? So yeah, and also I think I had a job, or I don't remember. I don't think I had a job. No, I didn't have a job at the time. So I couldn't just order myself an Uber or whatever, or a Lyft or whatever. So I decided to walk 40 minutes to this woman's house, and I was basically my pants, my pants leg were like soaked, my socks were soaked, the little part at the end of your pants were soaked, it was soaked, and then I decided to go to her house, and then when I got to her house, she was jamming out, listening to like Avril Lavigne or High School Musical, one of the two. I don't know. She's weird. She likes demon music and pop music, which is weird, but okay. And she was like listening to music, and I heard the music, and I'm knocking, and I'm like, she don't hear me? Like, I'm here. Like, I walked 40 minutes. I'm not walking 40 minutes back, and then for her to just be like, I was jamming out. She forgot because she has a short term memory. But if she writes things down, her long term memory is like okay if she writes things down. You think like you know exactly what I'm thinking about right now. But anyway, so that happened. So I called her and I was so pissed. I was so pissed, so pissed, and I was like, called her, and I was just like, I made the most accurate statement of all time. I think it was a statement. I was so pissed. I was like, open the damn door. Because you gotta remember, I just walked 40 minutes to her house. Of course, I had to walk 40 minutes back to her house. So, yeah. So that being said, so that was a lot of fun on my part. And so that was fun in itself. And then there's another story when, of course, same thing. I walked to her house for a 40 minute. I walked a 40 minute walk to her house, and I decided to, I walked to 40 minutes to her house, and then after I did that, I got to her house. I think it wasn't. It was a nice day. I don't think. I think it had. I think all the snow at that point had melted, and I decided to walk to her house. And basically, I got to her house. I want to say maybe I was probably in her house for maybe like 15, 20 minutes at least. I want to say 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. I think it was 20 minutes. I think it was, but ended up, ended up basically, ended up basically going to her house, and then she gets a call from her job that she used to work. I used to work there too, but I quit / fired me, but whatever. And then they called her in, and of course she said yes because she needs the money, and she was saving up, and I was like, "Are you serious? Like, you really gonna say yes? You could have just said like, I don't want to work." And her response was, "But this is true though, because at the time, like, she was only literally like working like 2 days out the week, so." So it wasn't so like basically she would have like she would work 2 days and then off the rest of the week, and those 2 days were rough. Was rough for her, extremely rough, and she was just like, "I'll do it." I think she was working like 3 days because I think she had worked prior, and then she had a couple of days off, and then they called her in, and it was like 3 days. So she had some hours. So, and then that happened, and then I was pissed because you made me walk all the way over here just so I can go back home, so you can go to work. I was like, I was pissed because I literally like took the time out of my day to walk to her house, to hang out with her, watch a movie with her, and yeah. So I was just like, only you, Jessica, only freaking you. And then obviously a couple months passed, and then her boyfriend ended up together, and then we ended up not talking for almost the whole entire year. So that happened. But I'm gonna end this video on a good note. I want to say thank you for listening to my story time, and God bless, and love you, Jess. Peace.